Welcome back on live stream. This is chapter 1 to 6. This 1 to this is chapter 1. So this I finished Joshua yesterday. This is chapter 1. Now after the death of Joshua it came to pass that the children of Israel asked the Lord, saying, who shall be first to go up for us against the Canaanites to fight against them? The Lord said, Judah shall go up. Indeed, I have delivered the land into its hand. Judah said to Simeon his brother, come up with me to my allotted territory, that we may fight against the Canaanites, and I will likewise go with you to allotted territory. And Simeon went with them. Judah went up, and the Lord delivered the Canaanites and the Perizzites into their hand. They killed 10,000 men in Bersach. They fought, and they found Adonai Bersach and fought against him, and they defeated the Canaanites and the Perizzites. Then Adonai Bersach fled, and they pursued him and caught him and cut off his thumbs and big toes. And Adonai Bersach said, 70 kings with their thumbs and big toes cut off used to gather scraps under my table as I've done. God has repaid me. Then they brought him to Jerusalem, and there he died. Now the children of Judah fought against Jerusalem and took it. They struck it with the edge of the sword and set the city on fire. And afterward the children of Judah went down to fight against the Canaanites who dwelt in the mountains south and in the lowland. Judah went against the Canaanites who dwelt in Hebron. They killed Shishai, Aiman, and Talmah. From there they went against the inhabitants of Debir. Caleb said, whoever attacks Kirjath Sepher and takes it to him, I will give my daughter Ashak as wife. And Othel the son of Kinsah, Caleb's younger brother, took it, so he gave him his daughter Ashak as wife. Now it happened when he came to him that she urged him to ask her father for a field, and she dismounted from her donkey. Caleb said to her, what do you wish? So she said to him, give me a blessing, since you have given me the land in south. Give me also the springs of water. Caleb gave her the upper springs and the lower springs. Now the children of Kenat, Moses' father-in-law, went up to the city of palms, children of Judah, in the wilderness of Judah, which lies south near Arad, and they went and dwelt among the people. And Judah went with his brother Simeon. They attacked the Canaanites who inhabited Zephath and utterly destroyed them. The name of the city was called Hormah. Also Judah took Gaza and its territory, Ashkelon with its territory, Ekron with its territory. The Lord was with Judah, and they drove out the mountains, but they could not drive out the inhabitants of the lowland, because they had chariots of iron. And they gave Hebron to Caleb as Moses had said. Then he expelled from there 3 sons of Anak. But the children of Benjamin did not drive out the Jebusites who inhabited Jerusalem. The Jebusites dwelled in the children of Benjamin, Jerusalem to this day. And the house of Joseph also went up against Bethel. The Lord was with them. So the house of Joseph sent men to spy out Bethel. And when the spies saw a man coming out of the city, they said to him, please show us the entrance to the city, and we will show you mercy. So he showed them the entrance to the city, and they struck the city with the edge of the sword. But they let the man and all his family go. And the men went to the land of Hittites, built the city, and called its name Luz, which is the name of the day. However, Manasseh did not drive out the inhabitants of Bethshea and its villages, nor Tarnish with and its villages, or the inhabitants of Tor and its villages, or the inhabitants of Ableon, its villages, or the inhabitants of Megiddo and its villages. For the Canaanites were determined to dwell in that land. And it came to pass, when Israel was strong, that they put the Canaanites under tribute, but did not completely drive them out. Nor did Ephraim drive out the Canaanites who dwelt in Gezer. So the Canaanites dwelt in Gezer among them. Nor did Zebulun drive out the inhabitants of Kitron or the inhabitants of Naholah. So the Canaanites dwelt among them and were put under tribute. Nor did Asher drive out the inhabitants of the Ashur or the inhabitants of Sidon, or of Aglab, Axim, Ilba, Apni, or Rehob. So the Asherites dwelt among the Canaanites, the inhabitants of the land, for they did not drive them out. Nor did Naphtali drive out the inhabitants of Shemesh, or the inhabitants of Beth Anath, but they dwelt among the Canaanites, the inhabitants of the land. Nevertheless, the inhabitants of Beth Shemesh and Beth Anath were put under the tribute. The Amorites forced the children of Dan into the mountains, for they would not allow them to come down to the valley. The Amorites were determined to dwell in Mountain Arise, in Ajalon, and in Shalbim. Yet when the strength of the house of Joseph became greater, they were put under tribute. Now the boundary of the Amorites was from the ascent of Akrim, from Selah and upward. I guess good to see you getting ready for your bed. Yeah, for you it's like 8 o'clock something. Okay, it's 8:25 for you, so you're going early to your bed. 8:20 is very early, but yeah, you said like you wake around like 4 a.m. So I think that's probably like 8 hours sleep. If you sleep now, so how was your day? Did you watch the live stream of the Church of Spring? Yesterday, I think for you, you posted on the morning. I think for me, it's in the night time. Yeah. So did you watch the live stream, the Church of Spring? Okay, you said good. Okay. So let me go to Judges chapter 2. Then the angel of the Lord came up from the Gilgal to Boshim and said, I led you up from the Egypt and brought you to the land of which I swore to your fathers. And I said, I will never break my covenant with you, and you shall make no covenant with the inhabitants of this land. You shall tear down their altars, but you have not obeyed my voice. Why have you not done this? Therefore I also said, I will not drive them out before you, but they shall be a stone in your side, and their God shall be a snare to you. So it was when the angel of the Lord spoke these words to all the children of Israel. The people lifted up the voice and wept. Then they called the name of the place Bosham. They sacrificed there to the Lord. And Joshua had dismissed the people, children of Israel, went each to his own inheritance to possess the land. So the people served the Lord all the days of Joshua and all the days of the elders who outlived Joshua, who had seen all the great works of the Lord which he had done for Israel. Now Joshua the son of Nun, the servant of the Lord, died when he was 110 years old, and they buried him within the borders of inheritance Timnath, Heres, the mountains of Ephraim, on the north side of Mount Gash. When all the generation had been gathered to their fathers, another generation arose after them, who did not know the Lord, nor the work which he had done for Israel. Then the children of Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord and served Baals, and they forsook the Lord God of their fathers, who had brought them out of the land of Egypt. And they followed other gods from among the gods of people who were all around them, and they bowed to them, and they provoked the Lord to anger. They forsook the Lord and served Baal and the Asherites, and the anger of the Lord was hot against Israel. So he delivered them into the hands of the plunderers who despoiled them, and he sold them into the hands of the enemies all around, so that they could not no longer stand before their enemies. Wherever they went out, the hand of the Lord was against them for calamity, as the Lord had said, as the Lord had sworn to them, and they were in great distress. Nevertheless, the Lord raised up judges who delivered them out of the hand of those who plundered them. Yet they would not listen to their judges, but they played the harlot with the other gods and bowed down to them. They turned quickly from the way in which their fathers walked, in obeying the commandments of the Lord. They did not do so, and when the Lord raised up judges for them, the Lord was with judge and delivered them out of the hand of their enemies all the days of the judge. For the Lord was moved to pity by the groaning because of those who oppressed them and harassed them. And came to pass when the judge was dead, that they reverted and behaved more corruptly than their fathers by following other gods to serve them and bow down to them. They did not cease from their own doings, nor from their stubborn way. Then the anger of the Lord was not hot against Israel, and he said, because this nation has transgressed my covenant which I commanded their fathers, and have not heeded my voice, I also will no longer drive out before them any of the nations which Joshua left when he died, so that through them I may test Israel, whether they will keep all the ways of the Lord to walk in them as their fathers kept them or not. Therefore the Lord left those nations without driving them out immediately, nor did he deliver them into the hand of Joshua. This is chapter number 2. We're going to read chapter number 3, Judges chapter 3. Now these are the nations which the Lord left, that he might test Israel by them, that is, all who had not known any of the wars in Canaan. This was only so that the generation of the children of Israel might be taught to know war, at least those who have not formerly known it, namely the 5 lots of the Philistines, all the Canaanites, the Sidonites, and the Evatites, who dwelt in Mount Lebanon from Mount Baal Hermon to the entrance of Hamath, and they were left that he might test Israel by them, to know whether they would obey the commandment of the Lord, which he had commanded their fathers by the hand of Moses. Thus the children of Israel dwelt among the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Amorites, the Perizzites, the Hivitites, and the Jebusites, and they took their daughters to their wives, and gave their daughters to their sons, and they served their gods. So the children of Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord. They forgot the Lord their God, and served the Baals and Asherahs. Therefore the anger of the Lord was hot against Israel, and he sold them into the hand of Cushan Ristam, king of Mesopotamia, and the children of Israel served Cushan Ristam 8 years. And the children of Israel cried out to the Lord raised up and delivered from the children of Israel, who delivered them Othniel the son of Kinsa, Caleb's youngest brother. The Spirit of the Lord came upon him, and he judged Israel. He went out to war, and the Lord delivered Cush-Ristam, king of Mesopotamia, into his hand, and his hand prevailed over Cush-Ristam. So the land had rest for 40 years. Then Othniel the son of Kinsa died. The children of Israel again did evil in the sight of the Lord. So the Lord strengthened Eglon king of Moab against Israel, because they have done evil in the sight of the Lord. Then he gathered to himself the people of Ammon and Amalek, and went and defeated Israel, and took possession of the city of palms. So the children of Israel served Eglon king of Moab 18 years. But when the children of Israel cried out to the Lord raised up and delivered to them Ehud the son of Gesa, Benjaminite, a left-handed man. By him the children of Israel sent to tribute to Eglon, king of Moab. No, now Eglon made himself a dagger, and fastened it under a clothes on his right thigh. So he brought the tribute to Eglon, king of Moab. And when he had finished presenting the tribute, he sent away the people who had carried the tribute. But he himself turned back from the stone images that were on Gilgal, and said, I have a secret message for you, O king. He shall keep silence. And all who attended him went out from him. So Ehud came to him. Then Ehud said, I have a message from God for you. So he arose from his seat. Then Ehud reached with his left hand, took the dagger from his right hand, and thrust it in his belly. Even the hilt went in after the blade, and the fat closed over the blade. for he did not draw from the dagger out of his belly, and its entrails came out. Then Ehud went out through the porch and shut the doors of the upper room behind him and locked them. When he had gone out, Eglon's servants came to look, and they were surprised that the doors of the upper room were locked. So they said, he is probably attending to his needs in the cool chamber. So they waited till they were embarrassed, and still he had not opened the doors of the upper room. Therefore they took the key and opened them, and there was the master fallen dead on the floor. But Ehud had escaped while they delayed and passed beyond the stone images and escaped the Sirah. And it happened when he arrived that he blew the trumpet in the mountains of Ephraim. The ஒண்ணுமா
சரி நீங்க மண்ணு இருந்ததுன்னா மண்ணு எப்படி கொண்டு வரது ஆட்டோல போட்டு கொண்டு வந்து
நாளைக்கு
ஏன்டா இனி முடியாதா மண்ணு நாளைக்கு நான் காலைல காலையெல்லாம் பண்ணு வராது நைட்டே எடுத்து வச்சிரு
But Ehud had escaped while they delayed and passed beyond the stone images and escaped the Sirah. And it happened when he arrived that he blew the trumpet in the mountains of Ephraim, and the children of Israel went down with him from the mountains, and he led them. Then he said to them, follow me, for the Lord has delivered you, your enemies, the Moabites, into your hand. So they went down after him, seized the fords of the Jordan, leading to Moab, and did not allow anyone to cross over. And at the time they killed about 10,000 men of Moab. All stout men of valor, not a man escaped. So the Moab was subdued that the day under the hand of Israel, and the land had rest for 8 years. After him was Shammah the son of Ab, who killed 600 men of Philistines with an ox goad, and he also delivered Israel. So this is chapter number 3.
அது திருப்பி விட்டாதான் அர்த்தம் வந்து அவன் பிரிண்டெல்லாம் கொடுக்க முடியாது மறுபடியும் நேற்று எடுத்து குடிச்சிட்டு மறுபடியும் எடுத்துன்னு சொல்றாங்களா அது இப்படி வச்சா வருது பூக்கவே கூடாது கொட்டிச்சு நோயில அது இது உடம்பு சூடாயிருக்கு அது வேற அதுதான் சாப்பிட்டோம் வேற எதுவுமே இல்லை அது சாப்பிட
So I'll be ending the stream right now. Unfortunately, I have a work. So I just read 3 chapters. So thank you once again. I will be coming back. I will finish the remaining 3 chapters. Sorry for the interruption. Thank you just for coming in. And hope you have a great, good sleep. I have a great day. And thanks once again. God bless. Peace.